level is and ground level.
Oh, the bush beans are coming up. Purple queen bush beans so far. That's good. A couple of days. Not so bad. Not so bad. And I gotta get in here and harvest some more corn soon. Sunday morning. Picked a couple of tomatoes. Gerald's working on the shed base. And apparently I have a stray borage. Now it's tiny, but that's because it's in a pot. And I haven't had borage in my yard for 2 years, so who knows. Other than that, everything's pretty quiet. Chevy's not feeling good today. She's got tummy problems, so trying to keep her nice and calm. This this strawberry here has got humongous strawberries on it, so this one I definitely want runners from. Those two, not too impressed with their strawberries this year, but they might be just new plants. I can't remember when I bought them. But yeah, today's a pruning day, so we're just going to prune a lot of stuff. Pots all need pruning and deadheading. These last year were huge. I mean, I'll try and find a picture from last year in August. They were gigantic. This year, they're pitiful. Same plants. Well, same style of plants. So we'll see. Rose is doing really good. It's got some beautiful new stems on it with loads of flowers. I'm going to try and propagate this year. Other than that, nothing else new to report. Three of them. Okay, so this is what happens when you don't get in and harvest your sprouts or prune them properly. So we topped these, as you can see maybe in there, in between where these two great big huge branches are. We topped them. Now they've grown new branches and it's like a frickin' tree. So I've got lovely sprouts starting down there, but I gotta take these top bits off. And I'm gonna prune the kaleets that think they've now turned into cabbage trees. So sorry about the angles, but I'm trying to get in here underneath the net. Funicello. So it said it was 26 degrees out here. I think they lied. But I did top the kaleets and the sprouts. This is supposed to be a kale. It's more like a kale tree. But that's okay. They don't seem to have, knock on wood, that would be my head. They don't seem to have absolutely any bug damage on them. So the net worked pretty good, Funicello. So I will take the leaves all off, de-stem them, and we will steam them up for dinner. That's it for today. It's freaking roasting, so I'm going inside. They lied. It's not that cool. I was out watering on this side of the fence, and apparently my squash that I thought was dead has found my tree. Not so sure how thrilled Gerald will be about that, but not a lot I can do about it. Guess I could pull it over this way. Come on, let go of the tree. Let go of the tree. Thank you. Get me in trouble. Gerald don't like things crawling up his tree. There we go. But anyway, sorry. It's got some squash on it, so what I thought was dead because of powdery mildew and purple spiders, it seems to be coming back again, so who knows? We might get a squash on it, we might not. I'm not worried about it. Good morning. It is, what day is it? Tuesday the 16th. I just thought I'd show you, I was rescuing hydrangeas. They don't look too healthy. It's just the heat. But keep in mind, these ones, this one and this one, both look the same as that one yesterday. So hopefully, fingers crossed, these are specialty hydrangeas. So hopefully they'll be okay. But yeah, rescued from the excessive heat, hopefully. Okay, I have to go back and look what day I did this. Oh, it's probably on the back, right? August 13th, so 3 days. And these are the Asian greens are already coming up. Very cool, very fast. Nothing on the other two though, the Kamatsuna or the dwarf pak choi yet that I can see. Oh, maybe one little seed hair there. Cool. Tomatoes, you know the story on those. Blah. An update on the melon. Oh, I don't know if you can see that because the sun's shining, but it's a good 2 inches. So Mickey Mouse might get a melon, but we got lots of other ones, see? Little tiny melons. That's the biggest melon I've ever grown, which is absolutely redonkulous. But apparently it's liking the heat and I'm feeding it like crazy. So next year we'll have to, if I actually grow melons next year, we'll have to find a better location for it. But yeah, still got lots of flowers. Well, that's good. Corn's doing really well. Oh, it's going to be a warm one again today, so I'm just harvesting a couple of things. Some cucumbers. That's a market more. That's a Sweet Success Long English. The one and only that grew that big. Patty pan, zucchini, carrots, nance from the seed tape, and some of the small miniature corns. I grabbed those so the rats don't. And loads of tomatoes and peppers, but nothing harvested yet. And I gotta pull these Turkish eggplants pretty quick because the ones over there are ripe and the ones here are almost ripe. There's only like 2 or 3 that aren't. I just gotta figure out how I'm gonna cook them. I'll look up some recipes. Other than that, everything's doing really good. It's Wednesday, about 3:30, and it's 34 degrees. Feels like 39, it says on the temperature gauge. But I just wanted to show you my tomato update. They've got absolutely gorgeous trusses on them. Some of them keep falling off, and I don't know why. So Steve, if you can figure that one out, you let me know. Might be something trying to eat them because they're coming off this bottom one down here by the looks of it. Could be just something eating them. But these are the ones I wanted to show you. It's just huge. Where are they? Oh, spider freaking webs everywhere, man. Keep walking into them. I gotta take some of these marigolds out of here because I can't get in here anymore. But huge trusses. These are beefsteak tomatoes. I will find the names of them in a minute. But yeah, they're just giant. Look at the size of this one. It's just ginormous. They don't have any blossom end rot, though. That's good that I can see. These ones are the ever elusive. Let's see, black pineapple. That's these giant ones, the one that my hand is on. They're black pineapple. These ones are purple crim, and that's a lotus vine. Great. Just wish some of them had turned color. And Brad's Atomic, again, no color. They're purple, but they've not done their yellow tinge. That means picking time. So it's all good. They'll get there eventually. And I emptied the last of the carrots out of here because something, as you can tell, is eating them. And since the bed's going to get moved anyway, I pulled them out as babies. I'll move the garlic chives into pots. Speaking of seed saving, I don't know if you can see all of those tiny little round things on the end of my cedar tree. Those are seed pods of the cedar, I believe. I'll show you my cedar trees that I grow that just self-seed themselves somewhere. Hang on. So this is how they start off. Little tiny ones like this, or where's another one I just saw? These tiny little seedlings are self-seeded cedar trees. Cool, huh? Okay, so these are the cedar trees that we grow. It's hard to see them because they're up against other trees, so I'll do it that way. They're about 3 feet tall. There's some more over here in pots. Now they're nothing spectacular. They're just cedar trees. Someone's playing with their tractor. We're going to dig out some of the base for the shed today while it's in the shade and still a bit cooler. But what I want to show you is I found a cucumber. I love cucumbers. When you find them, you're so shocked that you find one. But the other thing I wanted to show you was it is happening. There's a great big spider right through the middle of my pathway. The tomatoes are starting to ripen up. These ones are, I'll have a look. I've got the names of these ones written down somewhere because I didn't have tags for them. But way over there, the Jimmy Durante one is starting to blush up. So today's job is to rip most of this. I know. What are you ripping stuff out for? To rip some of this stuff out. The beans are not producing very much. I've got more beans over there that are doing fine. So we're just going to clean this whole bed up and give these tomatoes some chance to ripen. And some funky bug, man. Wow. It's taking, it look like flower petals somewhere. Ooh, it doesn't take long to get hot and sweaty. Small harvest. I found a cucumber. Some marigolds I'm saving seeds from, miniature and big ones. But this is what I've done, and this is why I'm sweaty. Took all the beans out that weren't doing much. Pulled all the giant marigolds out so that they could get some sun to the tomatoes. And then I'm just going to top all this up. I moved the apple tree. Luckily it was in a pot, so it just gets pulled out. That's it. So top it up with some nice mulch, and this should be good until it's ready to harvest. Look at the size of these flipping tomatoes. I know I keep showing you my tomatoes, but holy shit, man, they're freaking huge. Look at this one. Mega baby. Cool. Very nice. This one's starting to ripen up, so we know there's hope. There we go. Okay. Gotta have the toys to make work easier. I guess that's what you call a tree frog. He's so cute. It's overcast today, which is nice because I'm getting work done. It's amazing how the squash plants, this is my patty pans, there's one there and a couple over here and lots of babies coming. But it's amazing how when it cools down, the flowers stay open better. Even this one, I've harvested a couple off them. It's got ants. I don't know why, where, or how I've got ants up here. But yeah, the flowers stay open better when it's cool like this. So that's a good thing because the bees are buzzing around them at the moment. And these are supposed to turn red. These are my purple brassicas. They haven't started turning red yet, so I don't know what the delay is, but they taste gross when they're purple. And these ones are all turning red. They're so cool. These are kerbachis, and hopefully they'll taste okay. And humongous pepper over there. And tomatoes are ripening nicely, but there goes a bumblebee. Excellent. Going in the house for a cup of tea, and then I've got loads of work to do. Well, that cool day didn't last long. It's frickin' roasting again. But anyway, everything's cleared out. Bottom's cleared, everything's cleared, leaves are all cleared. And we have topped with some mushroom manure. It's well-rotted mushroom manure, so that's fine. And this next year, this will have beans in it. Look, I just can't get over the color. They're just gorgeous. And they're starting to turn now, so we should be able to get some nice nice cherry tomatoes. Yep, pretty good. About time. There we go. Jimmy Durante's doing good. Those are the giant ones in the back there. Yep. Everybody should have lots of access to sunshine now. And that's what you need. Yep, and yep. Good stuff. Okay, more pruning. And this is the bean bed. It's been cleared and topped, and we're just going to leave this bed. I know you're not supposed to leave beds empty, but all of this monstrosity of asparagus is getting moved over here. And that net's coming out, funicello. And we'll put the asparagus all along here. Then I can barricade it in against the fence so that it doesn't take over, because it's taking over my pathways, and I've already topped it off once to make some extra room. And I'll give you an update on the melon. Melon update. There she is. Look at that. Ooh, she's a monster. And there's one more way over there. I don't know if you can see it. It's really little. But I did the deadly deed yesterday, and I cut a branch thinking I was pruning something and killed a little one, but luckily it was only about this big. But as long as the baby one there is okay, we're good. And my asparagus has berries, so I'm hoping to be able to save some seed from them, because it's not very often you get berries on them. So it's got berries down there. See, I want to save those. Kind of a bad angle, so I'll do it sideways. This is where the path's going to go, and it'll do the same on that side over there. But I got to tell you, every time they tell me it's going to be cool outside, the frickin' sun comes out and just roasts me to death. So I'm going back inside. So that's the start. And this bed, like I said earlier in my videos, was going to go right across, and it'll only be about 18 inches wide for peas all across the back wall. This is what happens when you move pots. Now, it is my understanding, and somebody correct me if I'm wrong, that these are leopard slugs, and they are good slugs. So I'm just going to very carefully and quietly put them over at the side of the garden. They eat other slugs, I think. And apparently I found some sort of little lizard. Didn't even know we had lizards here, although we do have huge ponds around here. That's the first time I've ever seen one. Creepy. Okay, so that moves all the pots that were all here, all the berries and stuff. So I'm trying to decide whether I want to just put my hydrangeas right in the ground or build a nice little raised section for them. 99% I'm going to be on the raised bed section, which means I've got to talk Gerald into going and picking up more lumber. Yay! Okay, so it's Friday night. What else is a girl gonna do but pot on? I didn't want to bore you with watching me do potting on my kales and things, so they're just out here. Cabbages and kales and purple peacock something. I think it's sprouts, but I'm not positive. So they're all outside. Hopefully they'll be okay.